Ralph Waldo Emerson once wrote, "The only gift is a portion of thyself." Well, you might say that is exactly what George Beard is doing in sharing his craft with Justin Roberts. Now, George is a longtime maker of Willow furniture, and he's teaching Justin that skill to carry on the tradition. Now, when you have to bend the willow, you walk on it, and it's called walking the willow.
I made my first piece in 1964. I traveled on the road some back in those days. I just got out of the military in '60, and I met a man up in Illinois, and we became friends. And he was talking to me one day about Willow furniture, and he said, "Yes," I said, "I make it." He said, "I've been making it for a good many years." Of course, he's older than me, and he said he worked with his uncle and his daddy during the Depression years. And he said, "I want to make one." I said, "I've been thinking about it." I said, I'm going to make one. So he and his oldest son went out, and they was gone about an hour and came back with a bunch of willow in the bed of the truck. I watched every move of it that they made, and I liked what I saw. And of course, he was explaining a little bit to me as he went along, because I told him I was interested in it. And he built this chair, and I thought it was so beautiful. My wife and I told her I would like to try to build one too. So we had a pickup truck, and we went out gathering some willow. And oh Lord, I thought I could make it. You know, it looked easy the way he made it look easy. But the piece I put together looked horrible, so I got kind of shook up and started to throw it on the fire. We had a fire going there. My wife said, "No, don't do that." So I cooled off the rest of the day. And the next morning I got up, I took it apart and redid it. And I was happy with what I did there. I'd been hoping to find someone while I was still able to teach. I've taught a lot of people, family members and non-family members, back through the years. And some of them have been very good. But this boy he is a natural. He caught on to it so quick, and he's got ideas just bubbling over. He's been with me now going on 3 years.
Whenever I was a kid, I vaguely remember seeing his furniture on the side of the road as a child. And then as life would have it, I started out building my daughter's Easter baskets out of weeping willow. And after Easter, we would plant the basket and turn it back into a tree. The Murray Art Guild and several other folks had told me about George, and the Murray Art Guild, Debbie Danielson, gave me his address. I came out here and knocked on his door. We chatted for about 4 hours, and about 4 months later, we moved in with him. I had studied willow for about 2 years. It really intrigued me. And then once I started studying about it and got to meet George, and then the community took notice. And I did a little more research, and there was only maybe about 20 people left in the entire world that still built it. And it seemed like it was a true dying folk art. And I was pretty good at it, and I figured the odds were pretty good.
I went out to check the mailbox one day, and there was a letter in there from the White House. And I thought to myself, what the heck have I done now, you know? And I went in the house and told my wife, I said, "Look here." And she said, "Open it, open it." It was a letter from Clinton's private secretary wanting information on this Willow furniture, and if wanted to know if I would build a piece for the nation's Christmas tree. I built it. I mailed it off in about a week, 10 days later, something like that. I got a letter back from Clinton and his wife, each with their pictures, and they each one signed it for me and thanked me for it. And I was really pleased and happy about that.
What I admire about George is his persistence, simple way of living, to step out of the norm and to keep moving forward no matter what life throws at you.
This car pulled in one morning around about mid-morning, and there was a man and two women and a man got out. They introduced themselves. Of course, I can't remember the names. They were from the Smithsonian. They wanted to know if I would agree to donate a piece to the Smithsonian. I said, definitely. I see something and I dream about things and get up the next morning, go out and shop and build them. Back when I was able to work, I can only do 2 or 3 hours now. I'll be 88 next birthday, so I've got to slow it up a little bit. But I like to go out to the shop when I was able to spend a whole day. I work 6 days a week at it.